Welcome back to the channel, guys. You know this is your boy 77 Beats. You know this is where you get all your entertainment, news and everything, the whole package. Please subscribe to the channel to help me grow this channel. Please like, share the video, comment. Alright, let's just dive straight into it without wasting no time. So I was online and I was searching, and then I saw this video. This video is kind of disturbing for some people, or some people may not feel comfortable to talk about the topic, but I am not scared of talking about the topic. Reason why? So while I was online, I saw this video, and this video is quite interesting because what the video was saying is something that I didn't expect. In my mind, I'm like, I'm not expecting to see someone so brazen and so bold to talk about such topic, or to be indulged in this kind of act and don't have any remorse or any feelings, or don't see themselves as an example or a figure that people will look up to. You understand? So this kind of really touched me in a certain way. You know what I mean? And I wanted to just make a little video to talk about it. You get what I'm saying? So what we're going to do, I'm not even going to speak about what I see in the video. I want you to watch the video, the whole entire video, because I'm going to put it up. And then you can tell me what you see or what you think is going on in this video. You understand me? And I want you guys to come back and drop some comment and let's have a discussion about this. Let's talk about this, because this man is supposed to be an upstanding leader, but you can't judge the book by the cover. And not everybody who say they are this is actually this. Some of them say them are this and them are that. Alright? So let's jump straight in the video and then we come straight back into it.
Gaslighting son of a
But there is more.
Hold on.
Judge
Mr. Mayor.
Is that the way you talk to your pastor?
You not
Or
my
you
pastor,
talk to your
no,
friend that way?
You're not a friend.
Oh, of course I'm not your pastor. Because you
get
do not
some
go to my congregation anymore.
Let's get some order. Let's get some order. So, Pastor Hatton,
Yes.
you are agreeing and you are admitting that you had a sexual relationship with Mr. Mayhorn's wife.
Yes, ma'am.
He is suing you for alienation of affection.
Whatever
Why
that
should
means.
you?
How can he sue me for something that I didn't do to him personally?
Your Honor,
He needs to sue his wife.
It's called alienation of
Well,
affection.
man, he needs to sue his
He
wife. I
says
didn't force her to have sex with me.
Well, but you were a party to it. Go back to how you found out about this, Mr. Mayhorn. How did you figure all this out?
I was working with the church secretary, Miss Betty Jones. She handed me an invoice showing that with my name on it. I do have it here for your records.
I'd like to see it.
Backstabbing.
Miss Jones?
Can you give me all your evidence that you brought to court, please?
Thank you.
Thank you. So this is the hotel bill?
That's also my food delivery bill, because subsequently my wife left me. She told me she didn't want to be married with me anymore. So now I got to cook for myself. I got to clean my own house.
So you don't know how to cook and clean?
You know what? Your mama.
All right, do you have any evidence for me, sir?
Evidence in terms of what, ma'am?
Evidence that you bring to court to prove your case.
This is my word against. I already admitted that I had relations with his wife.
That's exactly right. But you said a Jezebel spirit? I thought you might have brought in
so we
something
can
to
get
prove,
into that.
to
We can
prove that
definitely.
you were not intentional in this. Because if you intentionally came between him and his wife, that's the basis for alienation of affection.
Well,
And now your witness is standing. I'd like to hear from her, Mr. Mayhorn. State your name for the record, ma'am.
Yes, my name is Betty Jones.
Hello, Ms. Jones. What would you like to add to this?
I would like to add that I have been the church secretary for over 25 years. Nothing comes to the church I will not see.
Okay.
So I was taken aback when this receipt came to the church, and I knew Mr. Mayhorn had not been away. The receipt was in his name, and I knew the pastor had been away.
Okay, stop. I want to understand this. You saw a receipt. Whose name was on the receipt?
The name on the receipt was Mr. Mayhorn.
Okay, so how did you come to realize that the pastor was responsible for this receipt?
because he gave it to me.
Oh.
And I had already had an inkling that something was transpiring between the pastor and
You know, I
Mr.
can give you just
Mayhorn's
one
wife.
receipt. You are the church secretary, so you are in charge of all the receipts. And if you had any problem with anything that I did, you could have came to me. We wouldn't have been here today.
Pastor Hatton,
Yes, ma'am.
you're not giving no sermon in here, and you're definitely not yelling at no women. So bring it down a notch.
Yes, ma'am.
It was impossible for me to go to him because I had already done something amiss myself. I had been in a relationship with the pastor.
Oh, so this is jealousy.
And he promised to me that I was the only person. But when I found out I wasn't the only person, I was highly perturbed.
Well, listen, Ben, if you're going to tell the truth, tell the whole truth. The only reason you say anything to this man is because you were jealous.
No.
Because I was with his wife and not with you.
No.
Be honest.
The church secretary just said, not only are you sleeping with the deacon's wife, you were sleeping with her too. And you didn't deny it.
Don't deny any of it.
What kind of pastoring are you doing?
Well, I'll say this. I'm not the first pastor you heard anything like that about.
Oh, actually you are. This is an easy case. Right?
Easy in
Because
terms
you've
of...
admitted that you slept with his wife.
Yes.
And under the law, you intentionally do that when you know they're married. You even knew their marriage was going through a bit of a rocky time. They came to you for help, for counsel. And instead, I always say this, do not seek counsel under the covers. And that's exactly where you led Ms. Mayhorn. And it is for that, It is for that reason, I'm done hearing from you. It is for that reason, it has been determined by this court that we are ruling in favor of the plaintiff for $10,000. Pay it. And if I were you, I would step down as pastor. I don't think this is a role you take seriously or you value, and God don't like ugly. Court is adjourned.
So now that you have seen the video, and I've even rewatched it myself again. So this pastor, so brazen, so bold, is okay with sleeping with his deacon's wife, his secretary, and it seems like he doesn't have any remorse. So my view on this is, who put him into this position in the first place? How did he become a pastor? Is he there for the money? Because a lot of pastors running church to get people's money. You understand me? And like him, a lot of pastor is there to sleep with all the congregation. As you can hear him say, I am not the first one who done this. He's so bold. So basically, he's following a footstep of what he has seen in the past. He's reliving somebody else's past or somebody else's mistake. So he himself is a mistake because he feels that it's okay for him to do something like this. And it's okay. It's fine. We have heard the stories how a lot of pastors groom the young members of the church and start to develop relationship with them. You understand me? And you hear deacon and sleep with pastor this and rah, and all these things. So I don't know, how does one justify his action? I want to hear from you guys now, really and truly. I really want to hear from what you guys have to say in the comment. What do you think of this? Think about this. Does this change the way you view church? Does this change the way you view pastors? Does this make you want to have a second time thought about whether you're going to go to church, join a church? How do you feel when you see a pastor now up there? What do you see them as? What do you think about them after watching a clip like this? Because remember, this is not the first pastor who run a church and done things like this. I've seen other video where pastor impregnate their congregation who comes to them for an help. There was a couple who was trying to have babies and they couldn't have any baby. And for some reason, someone told the lady, oh yeah, I went to this pastor and he prayed for me and and now I have a child. So this lady seek confidence into this pastor and went to the church also. So she went there, seek the pastor out. After church closed, the pastor have her in her office praying for her belly, praying for her breast, praying for her private area and doing all these things. And then all of a sudden, things turned to the worst, where the pastor said that God has told him that he should have intercourse with her. You understand? Can you imagine that? You went there for your pastor to pray for you, and then the pastor is telling you that, oh yeah, God told him that, yeah, he should have intercourse with you, because that's the only way is to drive the evil spirit out of you, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to release his semen in you, and then he's going to remove that evil spirit, and then you're going to be able to get pregnant. And that's what this guy did. He impregnated the woman, and the rest is history. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes, we just got to be careful of who we put our trust in, and some of these leaders that we think are, they are the guys, are the ones that we're supposed to, to listen to every word. I don't say don't believe in the words that the pastor is preaching you, but I'm just saying don't put your full force or your full energy or your full effort into that man who stand up there and say that he has a vision and he was told. Because we heard all the stories. Some of them are out there to take your money, take your wives, take your kids, take everything you own. You understand me? And the story goes on. I could develop, I could find a lot of stories that I could tell you that I've heard about pastors. You know what I mean? So on this note, I'm just going to leave it right there. This is your boy 77 Beats. As I said, please do subscribe to the channel. Hit like, share, right? It doesn't cost anything. Just a little second for just go boom, press the subscribe button. So when my video is posted, you are the first to be notified, and you can partake in more important topic like this. And yet with that, boom, bang, I'm out.